Hello and welcome back to Super Metroid Cliffhanger, and if this room does not look familiar to you, you've probably never played the original Super Metroid. Again, this was a much more of a common thing in earlier hacks. I mean, this wasn't like a really early hack, but it was his first hack, and it was still kind of early, so things like that where rooms look very similar, and not surprisingly, it led to Spore Spawn. Did occur a lot, so thankfully that's changing a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but it's something I like to see something else done with it instead of what is already there. Just make something original. Which, of course, with Eris, he has really did do. But anyway, it's for the Spore Spawn fight. Nice thing about this is you are safe down here when you run to the corners, or you can morph underneath to be safe. Obviously, a tricky part is the little platform in the middle, and the spikes on the sides, but really, Spore Spawn doesn't hurt you that much. And even if you didn't infinite bomb jump up to the energy tank, you still got 2 E-tanks by now, which is plenty enough for this. Because these little spores drop your health and stuff. Let's say this was one of the... This is actually one of the more interesting Spore Spawn fights, just because the cramped design of it. But he's done now, so don't have to worry about that no more. Although I believe we'll be coming back through this room quite a bit, if I remember right, which I could be wrong, but I guess we'll find out. Oh yes, this room. Again with the puzzle rooms all over the place. Well, not really puzzle, but rooms that are difficult to get by, and I guess have to be on the other side. As he threw a decor down there. Okay, so you can't really reach that one, I don't think. You may be able to, but I don't think you can. But you basically just have to do some good platforming, and the spikes prevent you from obviously jumping up this section. And be careful up here, because it's another instance of the dreaded lettuce leaf. I know that really, these things can be the biggest pain sometimes in this hack. I can get over there without worrying about that lettuce leaf, so I think I will do that. If I wall jump right. Or I could just land on it. These top platforms are harder because obviously they're shorter, and there's none of that green vine thing marking where they're at, so that makes it a little more difficult. Okay, so you're locked in here, and you'll find out what item you need to get, which happens to be Grapple Beam, so you know what you're getting next. And this part is just looks really cool. I like how he made the eye door tiles into like weird looking fish. Oh, and up here. You might want to... Where is it? I know it's up here. Oh, there we go. So there's a missile here, but there is more. It's an energy tank too. And the energy tank is very valuable, so if you didn't get the infinite bomb jump one, definitely grab this one. It will make your life so much easier. And if you can get both, go ahead and do that. Oh, these Meridia bugs are extremely painful when you have no suits. And you do not have a suit in this game for a long time, so be careful. Because they deal quite a bit of damage. Oh yeah, there's an item orb there. I forgot about that. Oh, geez. And be careful about these things too. They do a lot of damage. I think they deal even more than those bugs. Okay, so that's how you get back there. But I want this item orb. I mean, who wouldn't want the item orb? That was... okay. I should have known right underneath the thing. That was... you know what? This may actually be a power bomb block. Since Speed Booster obviously was not working very well. These crabs are very good to refill energy, especially when you don't have or are full of power bombs, because then their next highest priority after power bombs is big energy dots. And that door over there, you'll want to remember that door, because we'll be coming back to that later. But a lot of stuff we're coming back to later. That's a cool looking room. I like how you kind of... how he kind of did that where you pass behind the elevator. You never actually see that part of the elevator on your ride through it, but I still really, really like that. Because then it gives you more of an idea of what Samus might see off screen when she's off on the elevator or whatever. I am dying. Anyway, all the way back here is more of these Meridia enemies, and Grapple Beam. It's hiding right in the wall there. So we finally have Grapple. Now we have to go back. I do remember that. Try not to die to these things. And if you're wondering how to get out, actually these little out of place Chozo feet or what, hands or whatever he did there, which are just crumble grapple points. You just jump out of that like so. And here's another one. And obviously this is not very obvious, but you can get around by going back through this stuff. Which is something you really have to look for in hacks when you're kind of lost or stuck. There's quite often not so obvious passageways. Okay, but that door there is actually just something we'll be getting into when we have Spring Ball. Which unfortunately we don't have yet, because item back through there is really, really good and I really want it. But we can't get it yet. And Grapple makes quick work of these things, which is very nice. Again, Grapple Beam is really, really, really powerful. And that's not a grapple block either, so that has to be a power bomb. Or I guess it could be a super missile, but I'm thinking it's a power bomb. So now we can go back here. You can now get up here. destroy the enemies, which will unlock the door on the other end. Now, actually, a little point about this room. He could have just made the door open up after 3 enemies. That way you get rid of the googly eyes. And then the door would open without having to go back to the side hopper, but it doesn't matter either way. It's not like it's way out of the way to go back for a side hopper. So you can get back down through here. Now we have grapple. Don't waste energy hitting spikes needlessly. Back in this room. See the lettuce leaf just drops out of the sky on you. Back down through all this garbled mess. There's a door, which allows us to advance further, and yeah, this is... Okay, this room, get your energy refill first, because there's giant side hoppers down beneath. But this room's a little bit tricky besides this. So you gotta get rid of these to unlock the door. But the grapple block is back. So you have to have a very good timing, which obviously I did not have there. Basically, you have to fire your grapple beam as soon as it lets go from the crumble, because the crumble's no longer there. And it will just latch onto the grapple block above it. And I am not doing good at this at all. So yeah, you could be here for a little while till you get this. But this is a requirement. I will get this. There we go. It's not particularly easy, and it's a very short time frame you can actually get that off in time, so. And make sure to charge a Shine Spark here, because you have to Shine Spark through a wall here. Which takes you through this wonderful, wonderful batch of rooms, and drops you off here. Now this side hopper I find easy is just to do the bomb spread on it, especially if you're low on health after the Shine Spark, because you don't have that many energy tanks or whatever. This is the best way of dealing with this thing. Okay, now let's see. If we get back up here, I think it is actually time to head toward the wrecked ship. And I really have no idea what that's called, so. Not too worried about the energy here because I'm just running by the ship again, so I can refill there. Speed boost. Now, there is actually a way to get higher jump while you have speed booster without high jump, and without running at a fast speed. And how you do that is you just hold a direction and not hold the run button, and then you'll do your normal size, no high jump. Otherwise, you end up doing the short jump if you're running, but not at full speed. So, go back by the one save station and the whole hack again. Yes, I would. And further on to the right is where we're going to be going. Sorry, I need a speed boost. Because you remember there's a gate over in that room. However, there's also a wall of speed booster blocks right there. So you can get past the gate. And of course there's... Oh, I guess that wasn't so bad. And there's an energy tank here, which is always very nice. Even with this energy tank, however, there's an enemy in the wreck ship that is a one-hit kill. And that energy tank right there. I'm going to apologize now because I do not know how to get it. There's a couple energy tanks I have never got. Now from what I know, after you defeat Phantoon, I think this energy tank cannot be grabbed. I could be wrong about that, but there's only a specific time where you can grab this energy tank. Because once you go through the wreck ship the first time, part of the area here is locked off entirely. And I believe the energy tank is in here somewhere, but I do not know how to reach it. Okay, anyway. Be very, very careful in this area because that's the one-hit kill enemy. Which is really, really bad because it spawns right on you. So be very, very careful. So you gotta make this whole convoluted path through here. And now that that's done, there's even more convoluted. I would say that actually the wreck ship is probably the worst area. Partly well, actually a lot because that enemy there. I mean, one-hit kills are not fun. Especially when you only have one save station. Although the save is relatively close to here, it's still a huge annoyance. So be careful here. That was close. And make sure to do this. If you do not do this, you will get yourself stuck. So actually, get out of my way. Oh, that's right, the gate. Yes, this is actually a necessity for you to do. Okay. Now that that's open, you can drop down here. And you can get rid of these. And that's for a Shine Spark. Which you have to charge down here, and I believe you have to do... Yeah, you have to do a shorter Shine Spark. So basically just press and hold the run button after a couple of steps from Samus. Perma-stuck that you avoid by opening the gate is just from just up. Oh, that was here. Because those blocks reappear. And these are speed boost blocks. You have to do a super short charge to destroy those blocks to get back down. Which is not really humanly possible. I mean, you can do it, but it takes a lot of really good timing and practice, so make sure to open that gate. And this room is still not done. We have more convulsion to go through. Actually, it's just after this tunnel here, and I think this would be a good place to stop for now. So hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you for the next video, where we'll take on Phantoon and maybe get out of the wreck ship. So we'll see you then.